I am Aligir Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government Postgrad College, Sirguppa. Today, I will discuss about the concept so-called sound. Introduction to sound. Then what is sound? What are the properties of sound? Then what are the different types of sounds? What about the nature of the sound? All those things they can be discussed today class. Usually we know that wave motion, that means the transmission of energy from one place to another place in the form of disturbance. In the medium where the particles which are vibrating about their mean positions or equilibrium positions without migration. So the concept of wave motion. So previous class we discussed about the classification of waves. Mechanical waves, non-mechanical waves, longitudinal waves, transverse waves, one-dimensional waves, two-dimensional waves, three-dimensional waves. So-called the classification of waves based on the medium required, based on the direction of vibration with respect to the direction of propagation of wave, then the dimensions of propagation. So just to say, here the sound is a mechanical wave. So that means the sound wave which required a material medium for its propagation. So based on the material medium required for their propagation, the waves that can be classified into two types. One is mechanical waves, so another group is non-mechanical waves. Here mechanical waves means they are the waves they required a material medium for their propagation. Non-mechanical waves means the waves which do not require a material medium for their propagation. Here sound which required a material medium for its propagation, say sound wave is a mechanical wave. So further the direction of vibration of particles of the medium with respect to the direction of propagation of wave. The waves they can be classified into two types. Say longitudinal waves and transverse waves. So here transverse waves means during the propagation of transverse wave in any medium, in that medium the particles which are vibrating perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. Where light waves, that means all electromagnetic waves, they are the examples for transverse waves. Waves along a stretched string, so called transverse waves. Ripples on the water, transverse waves. Similarly, during the propagation of the longitudinal waves in any medium, so in that medium the particles which are vibrating parallel to the direction of propagation of wave. So called the nature of the longitudinal waves. Sound waves, they are the good example for longitudinal waves. That means that during the propagation of sound wave in any medium, in that medium, the particles which are vibrating parallel to the direction of propagation of wave. So, and then the waves along a stretched spring. Another example for the longitudinal waves. So further, based on the dimensions of propagation, the waves, they can be classified into three types: one-dimensional waves, two-dimensional waves, three-dimensional waves. Here, one-dimensional waves, they are the waves which propagates along a straight path. Waves along a stretched string, very good example for the one-dimensional waves. And then the waves, if they are propagating on a plane, then such waves are called two-dimensional waves. Ripples on the water surface are seismic waves. They are the examples for two-dimensional waves. So three-dimensional waves, the waves which propagating in a space, they propagate in all the directions. So the sound waves are three-dimensional waves, light waves are three-dimensional waves. So here the sound wave is mechanical wave, longitudinal wave, three-dimensional wave. A sound is a vibration that propagates through a medium in the form of a mechanical wave. The medium in which it propagates can either be a solid, a liquid, or a gas. Sound travels fastest in solids, relatively slower in liquids, and slowest in gas. So gases. So the nature of a speed of a sound wave is opposite to that of the nature of speed of light waves. The speed of sound wave is greater in the solid medium when compared to liquid and then when compared to gaseous medium. So a sound is a vibration that propagates through a medium in the form of a mechanical wave. A vibration that propagates as an audible wave of pressure through a medium such as a gas, liquid, or solid. So called the basic definition of sound. A sound wave is the pattern of disturbance caused by the energy traveling away from the source of the sound. Sound waves are longitudinal waves. This means that the propagation of vibration of particles is parallel to the energy wave propagation direction. So called where the particles, they are vibrating parallel to the direction of propagation of the wave. Then which are the examples for sound waves? Sound from a drum, sound from a guitar, sound from a flute. So these are the some of the examples for sound waves. When the atoms are set in vibration, they move back and forth. This continuous back and forth motion results in a high pressure and a low pressure region in the medium. These high pressure and low pressure regions are termed as compressions and rarefactions, respectively. So, what about the atoms or any particles, if they are set in vibration, may they move back and forth or to and fro or up and down. So this continuous back and forth motion which results in a high pressure and a low pressure region in the medium. They produce high pressure region and a low pressure region in the medium. The high pressure region in the medium is known as compressions. Low pressure region is in the medium is known as rarefactions. What we know that in case of transverse wave, during the propagation of transverse waves, which form series of crest and troughs. Similarly, the during of propagation of sound waves, say longitudinal waves, in any medium, in that medium which forms series of compressions and rarefactions. Here compressions means they are the regions in the longitudinal waves where the particles are very close to each other. The region where the pressure is more, the volume of the particles so less, temperature is more. So at the compressions region, particles are very close to each other, pressure is more, volume is less, temperature is more. At the low pressure region, so at the rarefactions region, particles are far away, far to each other, where the pressure is less, volume is more, then the temperature is more. That means compressions and rarefactions. These regions are transported to the surrounding medium, resulting in the sound waves traveling from one medium to another medium. So this is what about the nature of propagation of sound waves in a given medium. So now we will discuss about the nature of sound. The sound produced by a guitar is different from the sound produced by a drum. This is because the sound produced by different sources have different characteristics. Sound can be characterized by its frequency, wavelength and amplitude. So, all of you know very well what about the differences between the sound from guitar, the sound from drum, the sound from flute. So the sound, the nature of the sound which depend upon the nature of the source, type of the source from which the sound emitted. So usually the sound waves can be characterized by the three important factors. So they are frequency, wavelength and amplitude. Then let us now discuss about the frequency of sound. The number of rarefactions and compressions that occur per unit time is known as the frequency of a sound. The number of cycles per second is known as frequency. Number of oscillations per second is known as frequency. So here the frequency which can be defined in terms of compressions and rarefactions. The number of compressions and rarefactions that occur per unit time is known as the frequency of sound wave. So wavelength of sound. The distance between the successive compressions and rarefactions is known as the wavelength of sound wave. In case of transverse waves, we say that the distance between successive crest and trough is known as wavelength. It is a distance travelled by the wave in its periodic time. But in case of sound, the distance, that means the wavelength which can be defined as in terms of compressions and rarefactions. So the distance between the successive compressions or rarefactions is known as the wavelength of sound wave. Then amplitude of the wave. The amplitude of the wave is the magnitude of the maximum disturbance in a sound wave. So how that can be determined, detected? So with the help of intensity of sound. So because we know that the intensity of wave is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. I is proportional to a square. So now come to the point of speed of sound. So the speed at which sound waves propagates through a medium is known as the speed of sound. The speed of sound is different in different media. The speed of sound which depend upon the nature of the media. The speed of sound is highest in the solids because the atoms in the solids are highly compressed. So, the speed at which the sound wave which propagates in a given medium is known as speed of sound. The speed of sound which depend upon the nature of the medium in which it propagates. The speed of sound is greater or highest in the solid medium when compared to liquid and a gaseous media. So because the atoms in the solids, they are highly compressed, so called speed of sound. So now let us discuss what are the properties of sound. So first one, sound waves produces a sensation of hearing. What we say in case of light. What is light? Light is a form of energy which causes sensation of vision. So like that, Sound is a form of energy which causes sensation of hearing. So, sound waves produces sensation of hearing. Sound waves are longitudinal mechanical waves. Sound waves are longitudinal. That means during the propagation of sound waves in any medium which forms a series of compressions and rarefactions. Here the sound waves are mechanical waves, that means they required a material medium for their propagation. Sound waves are three-dimensional waves. Sound waves take a finite time to travel from one point to another point. So-called a third property of sound. Usually the sound waves which take a finite measurable time to travel to one point to another point. Sound waves undergoes reflection, diffraction, interference or diffraction. So what we know that the light wave which undergoes the phenomenon of reflection, diffraction, interference, diffraction and polarization. But here the sound wave which undergoes the phenomenon of reflection, which exhibit the phenomenon of refraction, interference and diffraction. But sound waves cannot be polarized. A reflection of sound, that means what we know that the word echo which is due to reflection of sound. When the sound wave incident on any one of the medium, surface of the medium, which gets reflected back, such a phenomenon is known as reflection. A refraction, so what we know that the bending of wave when it travels from one medium to another medium. So interference and diffraction, there are a superposition of waves. Due to superposition of waves, wave forming nodes and antinodes or maxima and minima, so something. Why the sound waves cannot be polarized? So, because during the propagation of sound wave in any medium, in that medium, the particles which are vibrating parallel to the direction of propagation of wave. So, because of that, the sound waves, they cannot be polarized. So, usually the sound waves transport energy from one point to another point. By the basic definition, we know that sound means it is a form of energy. So, sound waves, they can transmit energy from one point to another point. Seventh one, in a homogeneous medium, at constant temperature, sound waves travels with the same speed. In homogeneous medium, isotropic medium, so at a constant temperature, sound wave travels with the same speed. So then the last one, eighth one, when sound waves are incident on a surface is set into vibration. If suppose the sound waves, if they are incident on surface, the surface are set into vibration. So these are the properties of sound, characteristics of sound. So now let us discuss about types of sounds. Usually we have three types of sound waves. audible sound waves, infrasonic waves, ultrasonic waves. Then what are audible sound waves? They are sound waves of frequency ranging from 20 Hz to 20 kHz are known as audible sound waves. So the sound waves of frequency ranging from 20 Hz to 20 kHz are known as audible sound waves. So a normal human ear which can recognize the sound of frequency ranging from 20 Hz to 20 kHz, so called audible sound range. So radio waves, they are audible sound waves. Infrasonic waves, the sound waves of frequency less than 20 Hz are known as infrasonic waves. It is very difficult to recognize those sound waves by the normal human ear. Say seismic waves, earthquake waves. They are the examples for infrasonic waves. Then the third type of the sound waves, say ultrasonic waves. The sound waves of a frequency greater than 20 kHz are known as ultrasonic waves. It is very difficult to tolerate the normal human ear because they have a high frequency greater than 20 kHz. The sound waves of frequency greater than 20 kHz are known as ultrasonic waves. Sound waves produced by bats. The sound waves produced by the magnetostriction generator. Then the sound waves produced by Galton whistle. So these are some of the examples for the sources of ultrasonic waves. So we have three types of sound waves: audible sound waves, infrasonic waves, ultrasonic waves, based on the range of frequency. So in this class, we discussed about what is sound, then sound waves, then the properties of sound waves, the nature of propagation of sound waves in a given medium, and then the types of sound waves, audible sound waves, infrasonic waves, ultrasonic waves, and so on. Thank you.